Hello and welcome back, everybody. Akontiel here, and as you can tell, this news did drop a couple days ago, but on July 30th, for my time zone at the least, Legend Tartarus will now be dropping. Now, I do know that this is not day before; we still have 2 days, but I'm going to upload this today. Then tomorrow, more than likely, people will be then possibly looking at this. So therefore, this will be going up a little bit early. That way people can actually have time to prepare. I'm going to title this like prepping for Legend Tart or like whatever I decide on this in the end. And we're just giving you guys options at what we know Tartarus already does, some stuff that they have been using for the more recent Legend fights as well. So hopefully we can accurately get a team running first try. But yes, this is gonna be a bitch. This will only apply if you guys are going to go for a day one Legend Tart clear. If you are, I do wish you the best of luck. If not, well then guess what? You're keeping your sanity in check. And yes, this will be the last Legend fight until whenever they do like Legend Dominion or some crap like that. So we'll have to see from there. But hopefully you guys do end up enjoying this video, and also subscribing for more content because also Galaberius is going to be dropping probably info on that tomorrow, and more likely will be optimally used against Legend Tart, so do keep that in mind. And also I have links in the description, feel free to check them out as well. So with all that out of the way, let's jump into what could potentially be good. We will only be looking at light adventurers because for light dragons it should be obvious. I will be also thinking a little bit more of solo in mind rather than co-op, so do keep that in mind because with co-op it tends to be a little bit harder than solo, I feel like. So yeah, just as a little bear in mind type of thing. So now, thinking about what has happened recently. So, we know that hit counts have been happening in recent Legends fights, especially Legend Twins. They abused the hit counts in multiple phases. Ciela also had a couple of hit count mechanics as well. So now keeping hit count in mind, we need someone who can do a lot of hits. And honestly, one of the first units that really does come to mind. Excuse me, I had a little bit of mucus in my throat. Do forgive me. So one of the first things that comes to mind is actually, where are you? Galazena. Galazena, because of her standard attacks, they can get off a bunch of hits, and she can also double as your healer. And also, especially in Overdrive, she will become a monster force striker as well. And also, she will still provide a good bunch of DPS while also providing a healing role as well. So she will most definitely help, I feel like, but also I'm more nervous as of where will she be the main healer, or will Hildegard be the main healer? Because this will depend at just how much damage she really does. If they do end up keeping the first phase being the you can't heal here area, and which will more than likely they are, because that happened with Expert, that happened with Master. It's probably going to happen for Legend. So someone else living until that first portal will be incredibly vital. Try not to get hit as well. So it will definitely be a challenge between Hildegard and Galazena, but Galazena, if there is a hit count requirement, Galazena will hit that requirement incredibly easy. But then we'll honestly shared skills, probably still Agito skill, and more than likely over damage. You might want to do like a 3 or 4 cost to healing skill over the Agito skill, maybe. But that's something to just keep in mind. So those two are definitely healer options. Now moving on to other stuff. Something else for hit counts that's also existing will be Ilya. not only is she a dual res for portals, even though her standard attacks are only okay at most, what really what she's really good at is actually her first ability being a dodge roll that does damage. All right, so this even though it does not affect your skill gauges, it still has a lot of hits, and you can literally spam this incredibly quickly. This will be great on hit counts, but then also to boot, she's just an amazing unit in general. Also an overdrive shredder, can be a flash burn bot once when you get up to the legend portion, that is, so you really can start to blitz the early phases. So Ilya is just going to be a very good option, I do feel like, especially if the hit counts are going to be a thing. Other things that come to mind. I feel like I am saying the obvious stuff, but like, damn, on some of these. I feel like Peony will actually, nope, I did not mean to do that. My bad. Okay, there we go. So I feel like Peony will be a good option because not only does she double as a support, also her co-op will just help everyone in general. Also being more of a paralysis spot. I'm helping out just a little bit with the life shield, just a little bit in order to start out, and also process Punisher. So therefore, you can run dual Punisher for the first bit. That way, you can blitz to Legend and then just take your time learning Legend, stuff like that. So that can most definitely come in handy. I do feel like she will be a nice option. Isaac might also be a pretty good option as well, mainly because he is a really damn good support unit. He can give strength, he can give attack rate, HP recovery, and also skill gauge fill rate. And while at the same time still doing a good bit of damage. He is a really good support unit. He can also do amps as well. So he's a very good support unit. He's also something to keep an eye on, and also because of bow combo, he's not terrible for the hit count stuff. But something else I do want to very heavily mention is that we're going to get Tart Phase 1, therefore we will be obtaining that special debuff to as of where, well, instead of hits your regular damage, it does like 999, 99, then 9 damage. We will be getting that debuff, so therefore, in order to blitz Phase 1, Gallop Prince might be an option. Oh, why is it like that? There we go. So Gallop Prince is going to be an option because with him you actually are able to blitz most, if not all, of Phase 1 in record time, pretty much. If they don't change it all that much, he will most definitely be used in order to really abuse that. And bright side, a lot of people should have him mana 70'd at this point in time. So he will definitely be a really good option, and I feel like he will pair very well with Isaac as well. Because with Isaac, you will have a chance to try and get Exalted Glory up a little bit more often, more buff zones. So yeah, he is going to be a good option. I'm probably going to end up using him, honestly, because also he's made to just dragon. He's made a dragon, and he's very damn good at it as well. And this will just come in handy, especially because of all the dragon draining stuff as well that happens. He should always have a dragon available whenever you need it. So he's going to be a really good option, a very good option. I know that Pecorine for the legend portion might be considered of use, especially because when she gains her, a unique mode, her skill does an absolute crap ton of damage, but also her force strikes become absolute monsters. So yeah, she is definitely going to have some very, very good usage for the legend portion. I just don't know how much exactly. Mainly because, well, you can't exactly dual punish up until legend and just blitz down. So that's something to consider. Hecarim is most definitely a considerable option. I don't know about Galuka. Most people do not have him 70'd at the most after this, especially if you are free to play. You should have him at like 65. That is if you are using this week's not Dominion. Shaws of the Mighty 4 Galuka. You should be able to get him 65 mana. But beyond that, he's just all crit rate. Like, he's solid, but I don't think Tart for him is exactly the way to go. Numbers are fun, but he's definitely a unit you would want to main, and because of all Tart's mechanics, I'm just uncertain. I know a lot of people will probably find ways to use him. Don't get me wrong, he's still really good, but I just don't know about optimal. That's my thing. I don't know about optimal. What is else absolutely? Oh yes, Me Too Hide. Me Too Hide is also going to be great, especially if the hit count is going to be a thing. I keep saying hit count because it showed up for the last two. It's going to pop up for Tart somewhere. It's going to pop up because she's stagger. She's going to get up everything quick. Her S1 does a lot. S2 just really good nuke. She's attack rate. She can keep combo. Built-in process punisher, flurry. She's just a very good and also another curse res really. That's about it. But yeah, she's going to be a really good option as well. I do feel like, and honestly, Mizai is just a fun unit in general. Now, though, just if you don't have Peony, you probably could use Sophie in place of her. Maybe. It's a big maybe. She can reduce defense, I believe, or was it something else? Yes, she does reduce defense, so that can be a little bit better DPS. Light boost, which is really, really damn nice. Another curse res. Another HP heal support, just some solid damage. Like she could be used. I'm just uncertain just how well she is usable. I feel like Peony might be better, but hey, just an option for you guys, just in case if you guys do need a little something. Okay, so I need to mention Julietta. Even though Julietta is auto, people have found ways to use her. I think she's strictly more auto. I know at least one person is going to try and use Julietta. She can tank a lot of Tart stuff. She'll be an amazing lead for Tart related things. I just don't know about timing out. That's my main issue. That's something we'll actually need to see, but she might be considered an option. Like, yeah, she's just literally built to tank. She is tank, so that's an option. Okay, so this was a fun option. This one should definitely be a fun option. Hunter Vanessa. She reduces defense, can shred overdrive bar very consistently, paralysis, can also tank as well, via her S2, one time. But yeah, like, she is definitely more of a fun option, I would say. Not optimal, definitely more fun. I know for co-op, I'm going to try and use her. I know that, but I don't know how well that will turn out. So, just if you do own her, she might get some usage. She might get some usage here. But just be wary with her, because Legend can still probably one-shot you. Annalise, stunning. I don't know if you can even stun regular Tart. I'm going to be honest with you. So I don't know how much usage she is really going to get. I'm going to go good mods on a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't know how much. I just don't know how good she's actually going to be, because she needs to be at like max energy levels like most of the time. So not quite sure. Not quite sure on that. I do want to mention Rizarda because obviously she is used for Lilith meta. People have been pulling for her. People are probably going to own her. When it comes to her now, she's built more to be a tank and make everyone else survive. She might get some usage, I feel like. Especially for those dispels, that will be really handy for her. But she would be more of a main because I don't think she dispels in auto or AI. She would be someone you would have to main and get carpal tunnel for. So I'm not quite sure, but she can definitely help on a survivor build. That's all I will really say about her there. Hell yeah, actually. I know she is good. I know that Howling Out of Sound is good. She can heal, inflict paralysis, increase strength, MSP gain increase. So like she's definitely good, and also built in a gauge accelerator as well. Can make her really good in the legend portion, like really good. So I would say that yeah, she could be a really good auto option. She could fulfill your support role, I would say. I mean, like hell, I might actually try her in that support role. But yeah, that's probably. But yeah, she's a good option. She's a good option. Oh yeah, I need to mention Sha Wu Jing. Like defense down bubble, he's really damn good. But because Tartarus moves around and dashes a bit, when he times it wrong, it's not that impressive. So just bear that in mind. This would be your biggest use for him. He does okay damage, and just does all around okay stuff. But yeah, he's someone I would at least like to mention. Summer Cleo, not really, I feel like. She just needs more damaging stuff. Lucretia, I doubt. Zhuan Zhang. One thing I don't know, actually, and just so someone does know this, feel free to correct me, alright? I don't know if the res down, where is it? I'm trying to find one thing in particular. Where is it? It's something about like a reducing paralysis res. So my question is that does the reduced paralysis res affect the legend phase? Because if it does, she might have some usage in the legend portion to as of where you can still run a paralysis punisher consistently. That would be the one thing about her. Beyond that, I don't think so. And which, by the way, I don't even know that answer. So yeah, I'm just want to shouting that option out there. Estelle, I don't think she'll have enough healing. Vixel, I do want to mention him because he's obtaining a spiral. Just in case if you guys do end up going for him afterward, after all the day one stuff, if you do end up saving 2 chests and spending for the double dailies, you can get him up to mana like 67, I think, or 65. Pretty damn close to maxing out day 1. So obviously we have to see what he does. But if he does turn out to be incredibly good, you might be able to start to run energy stuff with him. So he is an option to consider, but however, we would have to see what he does first. I'm just saying it out there in case if for some reason you do want to use him, he would be someone on the table, just much more of a wild card because of lack of information right now. But beyond that, I feel like I did cover about everyone. I feel like, let me actually craft the team that I'm going to end up using. That way you guys can see where my brain is at right now. So right now, for solo play, this is going to be my team, alright? I'm going to lead off with Galzena, Ayuto skill, overdamage shared skill, followed by Ilya, followed by Peony, followed by, and me maining, Gala Prince. That is what my team is going to be. I'm going to try this. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on what other people do. I still have to do Legend Twins. Now that I finished Galilei Sand, I should be able to do that. So expect that before Legend Tart. Definitely expect that. So, yay. But beyond that, I'll say that's about it for this video. Do let me know teams that you plan on using as well. Knowing of the stuff that Tart does right now, assuming hit count stuff does come up, let me know what you guys are going to do. And until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.